This segment is sponsored by the ARC Prince George's County. Rob Malone, Chief Executive Officer of the ARC of Prince George's County, is here with us today. It is wonderful to see you and continue talking about the wonderful work that the ARC of Prince George's County does year-round. Tell us just a little bit, for people at home that aren't familiar with the ARC, of all the great work you do.
Well, thank you, Kid. Thank you for the opportunity to be here once again to share some of the work that we're doing. The way I'd like to describe our work is we're a nonprofit organization, charitable organization, and we help a population of people who haven't really done anything to get themselves in trouble. It's no fault of their own. It's people who have intellectual and developmental disabilities, most of whom were born into that, born with that. So from birth throughout life, we're there for the family, the parent, and the young people, and then soon to be adults who have these disabilities, to help them achieve all their goals, to support them in daily activities. Whatever their needs are, we craft a plan to help support that.
What trends are you seeing right now among nonprofit charitable organizations?
Well, I would tell you this, since 2020, we've seen a lot of attention on diversity and inclusion. I think that continues today. So both funding organizations, philanthropic organizations have tried to make sure they're funding organizations that are led by people of color. Ours happens to be. There are not a whole lot of folks like me running chapters of the ARC across the country. The ARC is the largest service organization for people with developmental disabilities in the world, 600 chapters across the country. Wow. But there's just a handful of executive directors who are of color or African American men. So I'm proud to serve here locally in Prince George's County, and we're doing great work.
And you are doing great work, and it's such important work. And so talk a little bit about the challenges that you are addressing right now and facing as an organization.
Well, what we try to do is really meet people where they are and to satisfy their needs. So when I say we are a support organization, it's all about what gaps people are experiencing. So people with disabilities sometimes are having a hard time getting dental work done. So we've been able to partner with certain philanthropic organizations like Care First and others to make sure we can fill that gap. I mentioned people with disabilities. Some of them may also have a co-occurring mental health or behavioral health challenge. And sometimes they're not able to be left alone at all. And so parents or caregivers are on the job 24/7 unless they're with sort of a service provider full-time. So respite services are critical for those families as well. So we're trying to fill those gaps and also trying to help kids transition from school, where they are entitled to certain benefits through IDEA, to help them prepare for life after school. And what we found is there's a lot of parents who just don't know what's coming. They aren't prepared, and if they miss the milestones, it creates a huge burden for their families and, frankly, the community. And so our job is to help fill those gaps, make sure they're applying for the things that they need to at the right time, so that they are not regretting what they've missed out on in the past.
And you've helped so many families already in Prince George's County.
Absolutely.
But I know that you meet people every single day that don't even know that these resources are available.
That's the problem.
So how can we reach those people and let people know and get a hold of you and take advantage of the wonderful work that you're doing?
Well, for folks who may have a family member or a friend that has a family member with disabilities, they should go to our website, thearcofpgc.org, or they can just simply call us at 301-925-7050. And folks in the community who want to get engaged in some of this work or volunteer or support financially, they can go to our website as well. There's a lot of work to do. The government funds a lot of what we do, but it's those things in the gap, like I mentioned, dental care, respite care, these things that the government doesn't fund or fully fund. That's when we need the community to support those activities.
Well, and if you can help support the ARC of Prince George's County, please do. We'll put all the information up on the screen. I know we just had the bowling event where Rob and I had a little bowl off. Rob won, but that's another way that you can support, and we'll do that again next year.
You have a great follow-through on your bowl, by the way. Well, this guy is great form.
Well, thank you very, very much. We'll take a quick break and have more of Good Morning Washington in just a moment. Thanks so much, Rob.
Thank you,
Great to see you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.